Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this presentation. We will be starting shortly. Let's just give it another minute or two. People are still joining in as we speak. In the meantime, if you could type in and let me know where you're calling in from, that would be great. Just another few seconds and we'll be starting. So welcome everybody. Okay, we will be starting now. Awesome. So everybody, welcome to Invanto. Awesome. My name is Shade Odeinde. I'm actually your host today. A little bit about me. When I went to school, I studied computer science. When I got out of school, I spent a few years in network marketing. Later on, I decided to teach myself how to build websites because I wanted to work for myself and I also love technology. So I looked for a way to combine those two, and I ended up being a freelance web developer for about 3 years. Okay. Now, in my years in network marketing, I came across a lot of people who love to teach, who love to influence others. And that is actually the space that I love to be in as well. So I love to help others who have a message to share. One of the fun facts about me is that I play chess. I love the game of chess. And I actually have taken part in a few chess tournaments. And I look forward to actually being a chess champion very soon. All right, so what is Invanto? Now, if you're on this call, you're an entrepreneur of some kind. And like most entrepreneurs, we want problems solved. However, many of the times we're bombarded with tool after tool after tool. That is usually where people get stuck. Sometimes you can get so lost in tools that you never actually get your business running the way it should. It just takes so much just to get your head around the technology. Usually, if you're, you want to start with something simple, you could start with a website builder like Wordpress. Then, you will later learn you need an autoresponder, let's say Aweber or GetResponse. Then if you want to sell something, you have to pick something up, and then it goes on and on and on. And to make matters worse, sometimes there's conflicts between one of the tools that you actually picked up. So usually the problem becomes, how do you combine these two so that you can actually move on with your business? Okay, so this is usually what the problem is for entrepreneurs. Now, how do we solve this? This is actually where Invanto comes in. Now, Invanto is actually, to define it briefly, it is a continuously evolving small business platform of integrative smart apps. Basically, in the past, when you have this problem and this tool, these are what we call single point solutions, right, to solve a particular issue. The problem is they don't always work well together. With Invanto, Invanto provides you with apps. Think of them as apps that are each targeted to a specific issue in your business, and everything is controlled from one dashboard. And these apps work seamlessly together. End of the day, Invanto's mission is to help build an online business fun again for the average entrepreneur. So in summary, we can say Invanto it's a platform, it's not a point solution. It's an app store, not just one app, but many apps all housed under one roof. It is built for you and not for corporations. And customers are treated as friends. Now, a lot of our viewers today are actually from the teaching niche, right? And again, remember I said my background is also in teaching. I love to teach, I love to train, I love being around teachers and trainers. Basically, anybody that has a message to share. It's an amazing space. However, many a times, many teachers teach one-on-one or in person, you know. Now, usually teachers or trainers, they have an important message to share to the world. The question for you today is, wouldn't it be great to be able to take your teaching message or your training message, whatever that is, to more people? What if you could actually scale your teaching and not be limited to the four corners of a room? What if the world at large, the internet, was actually your space where you can actually teach a multitude of people with what you know? This is usually a dream, and it can actually be realized with technology. However, how do we master this technology? Usually teachers deliver so much, but they are usually not paid enough for all that they do. To take teaching beyond the classroom to the internet and impact more lives, you first of all need to make sure you have some income to fuel that drive. However, with technology, you can actually do those. You can both impact more lives and get compensated very well for that. So usually it's a win-win situation. Now, usually when you talk about scaling, usually you think, oh, do I have enough time? I'm already busy with everything that I have going on. The beautiful thing about technology is that once you create your lessons are now what we call evergreen. So you can just sit back, even if you did nothing else. People could actually just find your content on the internet, sign up, and learn. Because once you create it once, it's there. It's as an evergreen lesson. And you can be as involved with the people as you want, and it's a beautiful thing. So MemberFactory, which is one of the apps in Invanto, which we're going to be discussing and actually demoing in a few minutes, helps you to go online confidently without hassles of technology. All right, so we're going to look at a few sites. This is actually a site that was built with MemberFactory, and it's very customizable. This is a training site for women entrepreneurs, and it's currently running on MemberFactory. We're going to show you another one. This is another one. It's a relationship membership site in Italian. Now, the good news about MemberFactory is that you can actually change the language in the website, in the dashboard. You can change the language so that you can actually customize it to whatever language that you prefer, which is great. Again, this website is running on MemberFactory. So we're going to be looking at MemberFactory and RewardBurst. RewardBurst is another app under the Invanto platform. We're going to be looking at live walkthroughs. The agenda for today, MemberFactory and RewardBurst. We're going to look at what they are, and we're going to look at a live demo of each. So what is MemberFactory? MemberFactory is an app that allows you to build unlimited membership sites without any technical headaches or the need for a web developer. Bottom line is you can do it yourself. The features of MemberFactory include the following. You can drip feed the content. You can create unlimited membership sites. They are hosted on Amazon Cloud, so you don't need to pay for hosting, which is usually a separate headache when you're building membership sites the old-fashioned way. You can control your branding, so everything in MemberFactory is customizable, from the logos to the colors, even the URL. We're going to look at that shortly when we look through the demo, the walkthrough demo. We also have email templates. So you can literally email all your members of your membership sites right within the dashboard. So you don't really need an extra email system to do that. We also have what we call member management, content management, and menu management, which are huge. We're going to go into that when we go through the demo. Again, all sites in MemberFactory are mobile responsive, which is very important in the day and age that we live in today. So that means you can view the sites. It's going to look very beautiful on your cell phones, on your iPads, on any mobile device that you have, and of course on your desktop computers and laptops. All right, so let's dive in to the demo of MemberFactory. Hold on a second, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. I'm right now on the Invanto dashboard. So the first thing I'm going to do is log in. And when you get an account, you will have a dashboard just like this. So you can see how it is from scratch when you log in. All right, and so these are the three apps that Invanto currently has: MemberFactory, Coach Rack, and RewardBurst. Again, we're going to be demoing MemberFactory and RewardBurst. So let's access our MemberFactory dashboard. So here we are. Okay, this is the dashboard. Currently, these are the sites that I currently have built. I have 4 sites currently. Remember, I said we can create unlimited membership sites all within the same dashboard. So if I want to create 5 or 500, I can do it all here. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to create a new site. Now, the beautiful thing about MemberFactory, I think one of the things that sets it apart is you can literally build a membership site in minutes. Mainly because of what we call our membership site wizard. This is a 4-step process that allows you to create a membership site. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. By the time you get to step 4, your membership site is done and ready for you to actually log in. It's a beautiful thing. So let's start. We're going to start with our step 1. We're going to give our site a name. So let us think of a name. Let's do video training. So let's call this site our video training site. Video training with PowerPoint. Video training with PowerPoint. All right. That's the first thing. This site name is really just for your reference. It's not really going to appear anywhere. The site description, you can give it a description for your own reference, but it is not really necessary. Now, the language we have currently, you can customize all the languages. We have these 7 or so languages. So I'm going to select English. Now, the currencies are very interesting. We have roughly like 17 currencies where you can actually accept payment in. Most membership platforms or sites usually only accept US dollars, but MemberFactory is already set up to accept 17 different currencies. So make sure you select the right one here. We're going to go with US dollars here, but you can always change this until you have your first subscriber. Once you have your first subscriber to your membership site, you cannot change this currency. So make sure you set it right before your first subscriber signs up. Now, the site Slug name just allows you to have a customized subdomain for your membership site. Now, currently, it autofills it based on your site name, but you can actually change it. Let's say I think this is kind of long, right? So let me just say video training PPT PowerPoint, just to shorten it. Then I can do beautiful things that as I build my membership site, I can actually view it at this URL, videotraining.ppt.web.rack.com. Consider this a temporary URL because you have the ability to actually customize it and map it to your own branded domain. Something we'll look at later, but just know that this is a temporary URL for now. Then your sales page URL. This field is very, very important. This field allows you to to direct people to the sales page of your memberships. Sorry, can you all see me? I'm seeing that my screen sharing is now paused. Sorry about that. I had a little technical glitch right there. So let's move on. Now, your sales page URL basically is an ability for you to direct people to the sales page of this membership site. And this is important because as you build membership sites, right, why not give the members of one membership site the ability to check out your other membership sites? Wouldn't that be a nice thing? MemberFactory has this menu item within the membership site. It's called Other Products. So when your members click on that menu item, Other Products menu item, they're going to see the other membership sites that you have. And when they click on it, it'll take them to the sales page URL for that membership site. So this is where you set it. So let me just call it google.com just for now, so that it will appear. So when people click it, it'll take them for now to google.com. But you will want your own sales page over here. All right. Now, this is important. You want to enable the site. If you disable it, it just means that when your members access the site, they will see a maintenance mode. The content is still going to be there, but it wouldn't be accessible on the front end, only for you on the back end as an admin if you want to edit your membership site. So you definitely want to make sure it's enabled. Then enable priority. Now, priority is an important feature in MemberFactory. Priority allows you, it's actually a very, very powerful feature. Let's say you have two membership plans, gold and silver, for example, and you want the people in gold plan to access the content in silver plan. This is what happens with priority. Basically, it means that people in the higher priority can access content for those in the lower priority. So you could decide that, no, I only want gold to access the content for gold and silver to access for silver, and there's no overlap. If that's the case, then leave it off. But if you want that, enable it. Another thing is, so we'll leave it off for now. The next thing is lesson completion notifications. Now, this is a very, very powerful feature, and it's actually a very good feature if you want to really beef up your member retention strategy. What this means, this lesson completion notification, what this means is that after the lesson that you choose, you can actually, the system will email the person who completed the lesson to let them know, oh, thank you for completing the lesson. You can actually even include a reward or an incentive in there. Here's a free PDF, or for completing your 10th lesson. Maybe get on we can have a one-on-one chat with each other. You know, you can do whatever you want. But bottom line is that the person will receive an email when they complete a particular lesson of your choosing. So it'd be great to enable that. Progress bar. Now, the progress bar just allows your members to see how far along they are with the content. So as they complete each content, it'll let them know that, oh, you've completed 20% out of the 100% of the content. It's just a nice way to let people see how far along they have come. So let's show that. Then we're done with step 1. That's easy, right? So we go to step 2. Step 2 are our payment gateways. The payment gateways are so super simple. Right now, MemberFactory integrates with the following 5 gateways. We have PayPal, Stripe, JVZoo, ClickBank, and ThriveCart. It's really, really simple. To connect with PayPal, you just click this button. And all you really need to do is enter your PayPal email, whatever that is, and you're done. You can actually also connect through API, but that's an optional setting. The PayPal email would be sufficient. And based on that, once you enter that, people can now pay you and the money will go into your PayPal account. You can also connect through Stripe. You just hit connect and it'll actually connect to Stripe. It's actually taking me there right now. I'm gonna go back, but let's let it let me stop that if possible. All right. Okay, great. Okay. So you have to accept and all that. So let me just go back. But it'll connect you to Stripe, you log in, and then it'll take you automatically back to your Invanto platform. And that's how it's so simple. And don't even worry about it, because once you come in, there are actually tutorials showing you how it's all done step by step. So we can leave that and go on to our next step in our wizard, which is to create our membership plans. Awesome. So it's a very short form, but in this form we can do amazing things. We can actually have a plan to accept all kinds of payments that you can think of, whether it's one-time payments, recurring payments. We even have the ability to give a free trial with a particular plan that we select. So just to get started, I'm going to create a basic plan right over here, and let this plan be a one-time fee of $97. So all those who join our basic plan will only pay a one-time fee of $97. So this is how we're going to set it up. We'll put the price here, 97. The billing frequency, now because it's a one-time payment, you can ignore this field, okay? And we select one time, stop after one time. This just says charge $97 one time. Then expire access after. This field just simply means if a person stops paying, how long would they continue having access to the content? Because we've set this to be a one-time payment, we want it to be unlimited. That means never expire. So they pay one time and they always have access to the content. The return URL, and the good news is this, as you go through, you actually have these small question marks right next to it. So it tells you, what a little snippet about what that box is all about, okay? Normally when a person pays, then they finish paying, they get redirected to the login of the membership site. That is if it's left empty. But if you put something in here, let's say you have an upsell after, and that you want to show your customers after they sign up for your membership plan, you have another upsell, you can put that URL over here, okay? The sales page of that URL over here, so that once they pay, they will be directed to this URL, or even another membership site that you have, all right? Again, if you leave it blank, it'll take them to the login screen of the membership site. This is just for if you want to give your products an ID. The priority, remember where we talked about enabling priority in step 1? Now, if it is enabled, you can now set a priority level of this particular plan right over here. So those with a higher number will be able to have access to the content of those that are given a lower number. So you can give it a priority of, let's say, 1, because it's a basic plan, and so any higher plans can have maybe 2 or 3 or 4, but I like to give a space of, let's say, 5 in between. So we start at 5, the next one will have a priority of, say, 10, just so that in the future, if I want to have another plan in between those two plans, I can easily do it without having to change the numbering of any of them. So again, so let's just we didn't really set it, so let's just leave it off for now. Description, conversion pixel. Again, for those, if you want to put in your Facebook pixel or even your Google Analytics code, you can do that right over here. No trial. This plan has no trial, so we'll leave this off. An ask address, if you want to collect the address of the people who sign up, you can do that over here. And make sure the status of this plan is on. It is on by default. Then you hit save to save this plan. So we have our basic plan 97 is a one-time fee and it's enabled. So let's create our second plan. Let's call this our premium plan. Let this be $20 monthly recurring. That is every month we want to charge them $20 and let it go on. No, let's have it for a 12-month period. So we put $20 right there. The billing frequency, how often do we want to charge them? We'll leave it at 30 days. Expire access after, let's have it, if they stop paying, we want to give them access for the next maybe 14 days. Then stop after, we could have it unlimited, that is, it'll just keep charging them month after month forever. But if you have a fixed term membership site, we want it to charge them 12 times, let's say for 12 months. So every month, 12 months. And we have a trial period. Let's put that on, a free trial period of, let's say, 7 days. We could charge maybe $5, but let's have it a free trial for 7 days. Ask address status is on. We save the plan. Awesome. So the next thing we have to, so we've done with our 2 plans, so let's go to the next step. Awesome. Now this is just an overview screen. You finish, review, and finish, just to make sure that everything is correct, you know, make sure our plans are right, everything is as we want it. And then if not, we can always just jump back to any of them and just make any corrections if necessary. So all we need to do is click that, finish installation. And right now, this is our membership site literally done. It is actually it's going to be there for about a minute. It's actually doing so many things in the background, even as we wait. It's creating a nice theme. It's creating a nice sales dashboard. It's pretty much setting up your membership site. So we'll give it a few minutes while that gets done. It won't be long, just a couple more minutes. Can take about a minute, so we'll give it, whoa, okay, so it's done. Our membership site is actually ready. We can actually preview it by clicking this button right here that says preview. Awesome, so let's see what it looks like. Awesome, so here it is. We can actually log in. Now, this is the default. You can actually customize everything. You can change the logo. You can actually change the colors if you like. We're going to look into how we can customize that. But in the meantime, our membership site is actually ready. Now, we could log in with our admin login, because for every membership site that you create, all the admin can actually log into everyone. So I can actually log in right now, but there's nothing there, right? We didn't create our content, right? So before we log in, why don't we just go back and create our content? So I'm going to close this window out. And this is our sales dashboard, okay? We're going to just go through a few of these features. This is our dashboard that tells you some good, quick stats of everything, how many customers you have, how many orders, how much money you've made, how much revenue, and even your forecast. Then you can actually filter them. This goes back like 10 years. You can filter it by year. Right now it's a brand new site, so I have no data, but as you get people signing up to your membership site, you will find the data right here, the very first tab. The next is content. We're going to be looking into that in a moment. So let's go into that because we need our content. It is the core of our membership site. So let's give it time to load up. All right. Now, before we I just say this, while you are in here, if you have any problems whatsoever, we actually have a nice little support staff right over there, so you can actually find, send a message if you run into any problems whatsoever. So everything is so super simple. All right, so before we start adding our content, there is something I would like to talk about. It's called categories. Now, think about categories as a way to organize your content, you know. So we're going to create 2 categories, all right? And you're going to watch me do it. We're going to, before we add pages into the categories, all right? So this is, again, everything is so super simple. This form will create what you need. Enter our category name. So let's call this, remember we're talking about what our training, video training with PowerPoint, right? So let's say the first category, let's call that foundations. Say foundations in video editing, right? And let the URL, usually as you type it, it'll take on the same URL as you enter, but you can customize the site URL. This just means whatever your website is, it will be a /foundations for this particular category. You can enter a description. I can just say, this is the foundations class. That's everything, anything. Then we have the ability to drip feed our content. Now, if you don't want people to have access to all the content right away, you can drip feed it. You could say, oh, after joining our membership site, we want to make this category available maybe after 7 days. So if you know, let's say you want new content to come out week by week, this is how you do it using the drip feed content. So for now, we'll leave that off. You can actually put a category image as well, which will show on the front end. And all you do is click the upload button. I just want to show you what it looks like. And you'll see all your files here. Then you click here, local machine, and it'll open up your desktop. And then you can select whatever files that you want, okay? So we'll close out of that for now. We're not going to put an image right now. Then let's say our foundations is going to be for our basic plan, okay? So those in the basic plan will access all the content in this category, okay? Then you want to make sure it's enabled. It's enabled by default, and we hit save. Easy, right? So let's add the second category, and let's call this advanced video editing. All right, again, like I said, the slug is generated by default, but let me just shorten the slug to be advanced, right? Put a description in there, same thing, drip feed. We're not going to have it on for now. And this advanced video editing is for people in the premium plan, okay? Simple, done. So we have our 2 categories. The next thing is to put content in those, each of these categories. So this is what the add pages is for, all right? We're going to create a page, and we will now let them know, we will select which category that page will go in. So let's create a page. Let's call this lesson 1. Lesson 1 in lesson 1. Basics. Let's call this basics. So I can type today. Okay. Let's clean up the URL. Oh, let's try the slug. All right. You can put a summary. All of this is just, you know, layout. It's easy to follow this. There's actually tutorials on this. You want to we're going to publish it for now, okay? Then here is where we select the category. This page, or the content in this page, what category do we want it under? So we want it in the foundations category, okay? Select the author, that's me. You can actually add more people to be admins of this membership site, and then they will show up here, and then you can select who you want the author to be. It's not really going to show up anywhere, really, so it's not so important. Then here is really where you're going to add all your content, okay? Here, this was what we call your rich text or rich content text editor. It allows you to write and format your content. You can upload images, you can add YouTube videos and other kind of videos, embedded videos, let's say. You can even upload from your PC as well. To add images, you just click this insert image, and you can actually upload from your computer by clicking that. Same thing, just click upload local machine and it'll insert it. And these are for images. And for videos, we have this URL that says insert video. You can actually put an embed code in there. As a matter of fact, why don't we get one right now from YouTube while we're at it? Okay, let's get any video. Oof, let's see what it pulls up for us. Let's see. Let's call this. Let's just get any. This was any video. I haven't tested this or anything, but just to show you how to get it done. Click share, click embed. So we get the embed code. So we run back into a MemberFactory and we just click OK. And there's our video, right? And then you hit save and it'll save it. However, now, so let's do that. Now, you can do all kinds of things in this on this page. The reason I'm saving it is that we also have the ability to add video attachments, audio attachments. Let's go back in. All right, you can edit it. Once you see, you've noticed the page has been added under this category over here. So you click edit page to go back in. Let's give it a second to load up. Can be my internet. Okay, there we go. Now, we have to save it first because these other tabs will not become active until we saved on the first page, is on the details page. Now that we've done that, we can actually access the video and the audio tabs and the attachment tabs. These are just in case you want to provide additional resources for your members. You can, in the video page, you can actually upload a video which they can download. Same thing with the audio. You can upload an audio which they can actually download. And the attachments, if you have, let's say, PDFs or zip files for your members, everything can be done on this page, right? And then the next tab is the notification. Now, after this particular lesson, would you want to send an email notification out there? You know, we enabled that in the site, in the wizard that we went through. So this is where you can customize it. All right, you actually, it starts with a name, hello, name. You can customize this message, and the tags are all there to put in the person's personalized information. Okay, and then you hit, you have to enable it. You have to actually hit send notification for this lesson. So if you don't want any notification to go out for this lesson, you just keep it disabled. But if you want it enabled, hit enable, then you hit save. Okay, and that is how it is done. Now let's go back to all our pages. All right, here we go. Again, this is where you add content. Now, depending on how much content you have, if you have, oh my goodness, 100 pages you want to add between these two categories, feel free to do so. If you need to add more categories, you just hit the category option. Now, to save us time, I'm actually going to show you a site where I've actually gone ahead to add content and show you what that looks like. So I'm going to access MemberFactory again to go back to my overall dashboard. This is the site we actually just created. And I'm going to go down to this one right here. Now, to access the admin panel of this, you just click that little arrow and you click Manage Site. So let's give it one moment to load up. All right. Okay. Seems that this site has actually got some money made already. I've got one customer and I've got $20 already. Okay, so let's go to the content. This is where I've actually added more content to the website. Just giving it time to load. I'm not sure why. Okay, here we go. So I have my foundations video editing and my advanced video editing. I've gone in to add different pages, workflow, basic edits, basic, you know, and now the good thing is you can actually edit each page by clicking this button. Now, if I want to move the order of the pages within this category, all I simply do is I can just drag it, you know, just like that, drag it, and it'll reorder itself. And the same, I can actually also reorder the categories. Like if I want the advanced video trading on top of the, you know, the foundations, I can do that. Or the other way I can do that as well. I can delete pages. I can even make a copy. Let's say I just want to make another page and just change it slightly for another page I want to add. I can make a copy and then just go in and edit it. So you can do all that easily from this place. So let us look at what this site looks like. Okay, so let's hit the preview button. All right, okay, so here was I trying to customize the colors a little bit. So I don't really think this green goes with the blue, but you get the point. It was actually, the default was like another kind of blue. And the bottom line is you can change everything, okay? So let me log in with my login admin details. Awesome. So here we are on our welcome page, and this welcome page is customizable. I actually went in to add this text and this other text and this, you know, I just you know, formatted it the way I wanted, and I added a PDF. I even uploaded an audio as well. All right, it says please start accessing the training using the menu items below. So here we are with our foundations and our advanced. Now I have access to both, and if we click, let's say, the advanced. All right, I have 3. Let's view that one. Let's see what it looks like. Boom. So we have 1 video in there. And there we have it. These are all, you know, because I have access to both the foundation and the advanced video setting, I can jump back and forth. And I can actually mark it as complete once I'm done and then move on to the next video. So this is what, again, all of this is easily customizable, easily. And then if the person wants to leave a comment to this video, they can actually do so right here, okay? So that is with that. There's actually, before we move on, normally there's a default menu that is generated. So even if you did nothing with the menus, you will have a default menu automatically when you log in. And actually this menu is customizable. You can show, you can create what we call static pages. That is pages that you can put whatever content, like the welcome page was a static page, right? Where I put whatever content that I like, then I can add that to my menu. So even the menu is customizable. So that is it. But before we go, I would like to show you just one more site as well, okay? This site, like right here, let's access it, and I can just click view site. Now this has a different login. Can you see it's different? Why? Because a different theme, and themes are something that MemberFactory provides you with. You can actually create a different look and feel for your membership site based on the theme. And I'm going to show you where we select the themes that you can apply to your membership sites in a second, okay? Let's just log in. I want to show you what this site looks like. All right, because a different theme entirely. All right, I mean, so this has a different look. It has a bit more colors. Again, everything is customizable. I actually have a logo I had uploaded, and these are my topics. You see, it has a whole lot more content than my previous one. I did not upload an image. That's why you see this is actually the default image. This is the training. Okay, you can view that. You see what that looks like. All right, I want to go to some of the videos as well. Wait for that to load. And you can actually, again, like I said, leave a comment. So again, this is the different, it totally different, right? Because of the theme. So that's what I'm talking about. It's such a powerful feature when you can actually customize your site. So I hope you can all see how simple and easy that was. Once you create your content is available to serve people on autopilot. As a matter of fact, all people need to do now is sign up to your membership site and they will access the content, okay? So let's go and manage our site, okay? Let's go back into the management side of things to show you what else you can do. All right, remember with the dashboard, we talked about that. We added our content. That was what was in there. So the next thing, let's look at this tab, the members tab. Okay, member management. This is where you will find all your members that have signed up for your membership site. You can actually find add members manually, and you can find out, you know, their email, join the order, everything you need. All right, so it's beautiful. The subscriptions as well, the same thing. Comments, you know, I told you people can comment under each lesson. You will see the comments here, and you can decide to reply them right from this screen, to maybe delete them or delete comments or what have you, okay? So there is another tab, we call it the More tab, right over here. Now, if you recall, let us say you want to make changes to your plans. You can actually do that by accessing this More menu item right here. Now, all the levels of the wizard that we went through can be accessed here. Step 1 of your wizard was the site details. If you remember, you can access that here. Then step 2 was your payment gateways. You can access that right over here. Your membership plans, if you need to add more membership plans or delete or edit your current membership plans, you can access that right over there. Okay, so let's go to our membership plans. Our basic and our premium. Now, for those who want to pay for our membership plan and sign up, the MemberFactory already provides you with what we call an order link. So we're going to click, let's say, the basic plan order link, okay? And as you can see, we have our checkout pages already automatically generated for you by MemberFactory. These are all customizable. You have a place to put your logo. You can actually add content in here, all right? But everything is ready to go to receive payments. Remember, if you connected your PayPal account like we did in the payment in the payment gateways, the moment they click checkout, it'll take them to PayPal and they pay, and everything is done. The money's in your account without any hassle. So you don't need a separate checkout page designer or anything like that. Everything is done for you within MemberFactory, okay? So let's go back and shut that down. So usually you take your order link, you get the URL right over here, and then you put that on your sales, in your sales page, on your buy now button of your sales page, okay? So the last thing we're going to just quickly look at are, these are where we now make customizations. All right, the site designer, you know, we talked about all the colors. Give it a moment. This is where you're going to like upload a logo right over here, and all your colors, maybe even for your header, all the colors, the top menu, sidebar, you can change everything. So if you can really customize it to look like yours. Then another thing I'd like us to talk about, we talked about the templates. Right now we actually have 4 templates, okay? Enigma, Sky, Sea, Ocean theme, and we're going to have more added, okay? Remember I told you this is the one I told you look different from this one. This is the first one we did. This is the second one we did. This is another one which you can explore at your convenience, but we have 4 different themes. It changes the complete look and feel of your site. So find the one that suits you and your audience, and go from there. Then you just go up and change up the colors, and you have a well customized site. Okay, so we also have what we call the Power Editor, which is if you know HTML or you're a web developer and you really want to get into the code, you have the ability to create new structures. Right over here, you can create new structures. You can add your own custom themes, okay? Now this is like an advanced setting, okay? It's only for those who really know HTML. If you don't, you will be best served by just staying away from this section because really everything else offered is really powerful enough to get the job done, okay? Then the last thing we're going to look at is domain mapping. Remember we talked about how, we were given a custom URL at the beginning, and I said we can actually map it to your domain. This is where we do it. Under the More tab, you click domain mapping, it brings you to this screen, and it's very simple. All you need to do is, we call it creating a CNAME record, and this will be the destination URL. And then you enter what you want it to be. It could be something like members dot, it has to be a subdomain, right? members.yourwebsite.com, something like that, just a subdomain. And then before you hit verify and save, make sure you have created that CNAME record, okay? If you don't know what that is, all you need to do is call your hosting company. They can help you out or get a web developer. Bottom line is that there are tutorials. You can do it yourself. It's very, very simple, but this is where you do it, all right? And that is it. Your membership site is ready. Can you all see how powerful MemberFactory is? And it serves your content on autopilot. I'd like you to put a 1 in the box if you think that was simple and easy. If you think that was really, really simple, just let me know by putting a 1 in the box. Okay? I mean, it really can't get simpler than that. That is like, I am a web developer. Like I said at the beginning, I have been a web developer for about 3 years. I know the hassles that I go through just to create a membership site. It is work, it is tedious. Woo! Here, you have the power to actually create a membership site yourself, and not just one, many membership sites, okay? All right, so having done that, I would like to jump back into our PowerPoint. If you give me 1 second. All right, so we have finished the demo of MemberFactory. The next thing, I told you we have different apps. That was just one app, okay? MemberFactory was just one app. Another powerful app is what we call RewardBurst. This is a fun app that goes alongside MemberFactory. What is RewardBurst? We're going to run through this really, really quickly, okay? It is an app that helps put customer engagement on steroids. Now, before I move on, why do you want to do this? Now, one of the things about online courses, online membership sites is that people could buy, but they may not consume your content because everybody's busy. We live in an age where everybody's bombarded left, right, and center with things. So the thing is this, what happens if people buy your content, but they don't consume it? Now, you may not think it matters because, well, they bought the content, but you have to look a little bit longer, a little bit deeper than that. If they don't consume your content, they wouldn't get the benefits of it. And if they don't get the benefits of it, how likely are they to buy another one of your courses? Not very likely, because they didn't get the transformation that you were trying to provide on the first course. So the thing is, if they don't consume it, they probably won't buy from you again, because they don't see what happened when they bought it. Not that it's your fault. They are the ones that didn't consume your content, right? And then let's say they could have been a very good, they could have brought more customers to you by speaking highly of your course. But because they never consumed your course, they cannot speak highly of you anymore. So no testimonials from that end. So the more you can do to encourage people to actually engage with your content, the better. This is where RewardBurst comes in. So RewardBurst is an app that helps put customer engagement on steroids. Now, the features include, you can create a variety of rewards. For example, if they log in, you can reward them, let's say with 5 points every time they log in. Or if they post a comment on any of your content, you can reward them with some points, right? you can complete, if they complete a lesson, you can also reward them. And if you complete a quiz, which you can actually do in, as well in one of our apps, not MemberFactory, but another one we call Code Track. We will look at that really briefly. Bottom line is this: you can reward them for all these actions. Traditionally, up to this point, this has been unheard of. It's usually very limited what people have experienced. To be able to encourage people when they post a comment, if you post a comment and you get some points, you're going to want to post again, right? So yes. In addition, you can actually send out bulk rewards. For example, Thanksgiving just passed, Christmas is around the corner. Let's say you wanted to reward people by giving them a Christmas bonus of maybe 10 points each or 100. You can do that easily within RewardBurst. Or if you want to reward a specific user because they did something for you outside of what was listed above, you can do that as well. All right. Then RewardBurst takes things to a whole nother level by monetizing the whole rewards game. You can set up what we call digital stores, where with their points, they can actually use their points to purchase. Listen to what I just said, to purchase things from your store or to redeem things from your store. Maybe it's a PDF, a downloadable PDF. They can do that. So let's say the PDF is 10 points and your member has accumulated 20 points. So they can use out of that points to get something from your digital store. Now, let's say they don't have enough points for that, whatever it is they want. Are they going to be stuck trying to earn more points? No. RewardBurst takes things a step further by allowing you to create what we call reward packages. Point packages, where they can purchase points. So you can have a pack of 25 points that sell for $10. Oh my goodness, do you know how powerful that is now? You're taking things to a whole nother level where you literally have a store within your membership site that is generating you income. It's like having an e-commerce store right inside your membership site. Okay, so we're not really gonna, when I say demo, we're not really gonna look into a whole full-blown demo of RewardBurst, but I am gonna show you what it looks like, okay? So if you give me 1 second, it should not take maybe 3 minutes or so. So if you just hold on 1 second, let me just change it back to, all right, I'm going to show you which side shall I pick now. Let's pick this one, the Alpha course. All right, I'm actually already in there. Now, with RewardBurst enabled, I'm going to show you what it looks like. It puts a little reward menu at the top right there. And let's check out our digital store. All right. Right now, it's a brand, I haven't done anything as far as getting points, but I have 0 points. These are the points that I've used, and these are my balance points. And you can tell I have something in my digital store. I have a zip file right here for 100 points, and that's kind of high, isn't it? Ebooks, 50 points. You can put anything in here. You can put, just to reward your members. That's powerful right there. So whatever they want to obtain, they can just click the buy button. It's telling me I don't have enough points, so, but let's say I did. So let's say I want to buy points, because I don't want to stay and wait and earn. That's an option, right? So let's say I want to buy points. So I'm going to click that. And these are my point packages that I was talking about, right? 50 points is $10, 250 points is $125. And this is real money, guys. I mean, somebody will actually buy this and pay this amount of money for points because they want to redeem whatever you have set up in your digital store. So here is a point packages that encourages engagement and is an online store for you. Okay, then of course you can see a person's history. Nothing is there right now. And even their purchases, you can actually check that out. So if I go back into my platform and I want to access RewardBurst, it is really simple. We're going to run through this in 1 minute. 4 steps. Rewards. You create the rewards right over here. I have a reward for login. I have a reward for commenting. And this is where you set that up. You put the title there. In this case, let's say commenting rewards, put a description. You can select the site. Do I want it to apply for all my sites or just one of my sites? Let's say I want to select the one I just created. That will be this one right here. But I want it for all my sites. Trigger. Do you want it on login, on commenting, right? You want to what? Do what? You want to, this is where it gets, I forgot to mention this. It doesn't always have to be just points as far as what the reward can be. It can actually be a reward to access one of your other sites, or even a badge that they can download. If you select that, you will be given a place to upload a badge. Can you see that? Or you can have it a file that they can download. So you upload the file, maybe a PDF file or a zip file. It could be anything. It could be some software. It could be anything, right? So in this case, I just put it as points, and then you select the number of points. So this is what I did for the commenting reward. Just want to show you what that looks like, then we're going to move on. All right, you see that? 50 points for commenting. So let's move on. The packages, this is where we set up the packages. When you create the rewards, the next thing is to enable it, and you do that under site mappings, all right, where you simply enable, let that change in a sec. Why is my internet kind of slow today? Sometimes it happens when you're on a webinar, everything kind of slows down. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. Let's give that a second. Here we go. So the one we just created, video trading with PowerPoint, have you noticed it's not enabled yet? So all we need to do to enable it, enable RewardBurst and enable the store. We're going to create the content we're going to show you how it was created in a second, but this is where you pretty much enable RewardBurst with any of the sites you've created, whether they were sites created with MemberFactory or any one of our other apps. Okay, so let's go to our store. All right, so these are the things I have. It's very simple to add a new product. This is it, just this page. Very simple, nothing complicated. You give it a product title, how many points are required to redeem this product, upload an image, then if it's a downloadable product, which it probably is, you want to upload what it is. If it's a PDF or a zip file, upload that right over here, enable that, and you are done. Okay, so these are the ones I've actually already uploaded. 50 points, 100 points to redeem, this is a zip file and all of that. So that's our store. Then our point packages, you know, the packages that people pay to actually get some points. You do that over here under the packages, right over here. For 50 points, it's $10, and all you need to do is fill out this little form right here, and it's done. You put the title, the points, and the price, and you hit save, and it's all here. So this is RewardBurst in a nutshell. This is what creates all that we saw right over here, our digital store, then to buy points right over here. And each theme looks actually kind of different. Like if I were to go to the digital store under this particular theme, it looks kind of different, right? You're going to see that. Look at this. So every theme is different. Total points, you know, this is what our digital store looks like. And then let's see what our buy points now look like. So some themes look a little bit more flashy than the others, but that's to give you the variety that you like. Whatever fits your niche, you have a nice theme for you to adequately represent it. Okay, awesome. So let's jump back to our slides. Hold on one second. Okay, great. So, okay, there we go. So at this point, I would like to ask if there are any questions. Please feel free to put that in the chat box. All right. I'm going to go on with the presentation just because of time. And in the meantime, if there are any questions that come up, I will be sure to answer them. Okay. All right, so let's move on. Now, like I said, every app is a full-blown platform in itself. Everything is available from one dashboard, so you don't have to have so many things that don't work together in different places. Everything is available in one dashboard. With the same dashboard, I accessed MemberFactory. The same dashboard allowed me to access RewardBurst and all my other apps. So all you need to do is you buy the app that you need, and it will be unlocked in your account instantly. However, before we move on, I'd like to share something else with you. Hold on one second. There was another app we did not talk about, and that is called Coach Rack. For all you coaches out there that actually have courses. Now, rather than have a membership site, you may have various courses that you want to give access to, where people go in and just select the course that they want. Think of sites like Udemy, or you can have Udemy or even lynda.com for those who are familiar with those sites, something like that. Here's an example of a management training institute that actually created this website of theirs, and it's running on Coach Rack. As a matter of fact, I'd like to see if we can quickly jump there. Give me 1 second. Or maybe not, if it doesn't allow me to get there quickly. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to see if I can pull that up for you, but if it's going to take too long, I'll just forget it. But okay, here we go. I think I can. All right. All right. Hold on 1 second, okay? Because it's not letting me. Sorry about that. 1 second. Let's see. All right. It's just some technology. Okay, so this is the training institute I was talking about. All of this was built with what we call Coach Rack, another app in the Invanto platform, where there's so many courses, you just select the one you want. And again, believe it or not, it looks complicated. It looks like, wow, this is an amazing site, right? But believe me, there was also a wizard, a 4-step wizard, to create this site. It is so super simple, and you can create powerful sites that generate income for you on autopilot. If I want to, this tells me it has 14 lectures, no videos or audio attachments. If I want to go in, this is another one of our apps. It's called Coach Rack. It's an amazing platform. Okay. All right. You can put the description, the curriculum, and the person purchases and has access to it right away. Again, you can build schools with this, where in the school you have different courses, so people, it's amazing. I'm not going to go into Coach Rack. That's not what this webinar is about, but I was wanting you to be aware of the possibilities of what Invanto brings to you. Okay. All right. So let's go back with another one site created is, this site was also created with Coach Rack. Let's move on. We have upcoming apps, okay? JV City, all right? It allows you to create what we call an affiliate exchange network, where you want to reward people for promoting your products. So when you have created your membership sites or your courses, right, you might want to recruit some people to help sell it for you, but you want to be able to reward them when they make a sale. So they're going to get their own link, that type of thing. So this is what JV City is about, all right? Coming soon to to Invanto as an app. Fresh landers, to build your sales funnels. Drag and drop, point and click simple. Also coming to Invanto. Agent River, to as you're getting all these customers and members, to be able to have customer service, right? Everything again easily done, all within Invanto. So let's move on. Now, I want to talk about what we call an all access VIP pass. No, now, MemberFactory normally right now retails for $127 a month. So with our All Access VIP Pass, you're going to get MemberFactory, you're going to get Coach Rack, which you just looked at briefly, worth $147 a month. You're going to get RewardBurst, worth $97 a month, right? Plus, you're going to get what we call all our future apps. The JV City I talked about, you know, all these other apps we talked about. You're going to get the current apps and all future apps locked in to your account for one price with our All Access VIP Pass. If you add up just these three apps, MemberFactory, Coach Rack, and RewardBurst, you're going to get $371 a month for just the three without our future apps added. Okay, with our All Access VIP Pass, you're going to get all these apps plus all future apps automatically unlocked to your account. There is a 1 hour special in our All Access VIP Pass for just $197 a month. Now that is unreal. That is unreal. But we're doing a 1 hour special only for 1 hour. Because if you were to buy those apps individually right now, if you were to go to the Invanto main page, you're going to see the prices just as we talked about. $147 a month, $127 a month, RewardBurst, $97 a month. We are giving a 1 hour special for all those apps and all future apps for a one low price of $197 a month. Now, if you go to the page, www.invanto.com offers/Shade, you're going to actually hit a locked page. You're going to have to enter this password, VIP Shade. Okay, so this is the link. Hopefully they can put that in the chat for you so it'll be easy for you to click on it. But this is the URL you want to go to. Right? And the password again is VIP Shade. If you go there right now, you enter this password, you are going to see a countdown timer. So this is serious. This is real. And this is very, very serious. You can get everything we talked about, MemberFactory, RewardBurst, Coach Rack, plus all future apps. That's important for just $197 a month. Okay? Let's move on. Go on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, okay? So let's move on. Now, I know sometimes, when it comes to, sales, some people get bogged down with the monthly cost, and they want to ask, is there a lifetime plan? The polite answer is actually no. Now, and you may say, justifiably right, that there are many WordPress plugins out there or other software that ask for a one-time fee. But I like to say, as somebody who has worked as a web developer for a few years, that that's actually a myth. The truth of the matter is this: when you pay a one-time fee for a software, you are risking two things. The first thing is that software could actually stop working because it's not being updated, all right? As technology improves, advances, you will need to be able to make sure your software, if you're the one who designed that software, stays up to date with the trends, with what is going on in the technology space. And if there's no cash flow coming in, you're not able to do that, okay? So that is one of the issues. The second it can actually stop working because WordPress gets updated all the time. And sometimes all it takes is one update with WordPress and it makes all your other plugins stop working. So the developer has to keep up to date with the WordPress, how do I put it, updates as well, or whatever it is. Updates are just part and parcel of the software business. And again, there's no cash flow coming in, you're going to have a problem. And sometimes that's when developers abandon the software that you paid a one-time fee for, and then you may end up having to buy another software in the future just because it wasn't maintained and updated. Okay? But again, you are gonna, again, like we said, there's also other things that you know, with lifetime deals and lifetime plans, the hidden things they don't tell you that you're gonna have to buy. For example, hosting is security is one thing that, you know, comes part and parcel with every website, and this is usually at separate cost. With the Invanto, MemberFactory, and CodeTrack and everything we talked about, so you don't have to worry about all of that. So, you know, you don't have to worry about security, web hosting, updates. Everything is done automatically. All you have to do is just focus on creating your content and putting your message out there. Okay? So again, you have to ask yourself, what is your time worth? Okay? Is it really worth your time worrying about this software, the latest updates? You know, is it clashing? Okay? So, hold on one second. All right. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee. All right, let me go back to the slideshow. There is a 30-day risk-free money-back guarantee where you can be sure that for 30 days, if you decide that it's not for you, all right, we'll refund each and every penny back to your account, just for you to know. So there's really no risk to you, and it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Again, for just $197 a month, you want to sign up before the countdown hits 0. Again, the URL, and it's in the chat, invanto.com/offers/Shade with an H, S-H-A-D-E. Password is VIP Shade. If you get there right now, I'm sure you probably have about 40 minutes left. But after that timer hits 0, the price will skyrocket. I think currently on the Invanto platform, the VIP pass is actually going for almost $300 a month, right? So for $197 a month, you can get all current apps and all future apps, okay? And in light of no questions, I want to thank everybody for your time today, for staying on board. There will be a webinar recording that will be made available shortly. I want to thank everybody for showing up.